Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 2019 money and career reading for you. Now I ask, if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's see now, Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus, what November has in store for you in the realms of money and career. Now I'm just taking the Witchling cards and the Fairy Guidance cards and putting them over to the side, moving the Good Tarot to behind Believe and Kindness. These will be used at the end of the reading for your bonus reading. All right, and I'm taking the Spirit Song Tarot, that's it, and we're going to see what November 2019 has in store for you, Libra. Libra, November 2019, money and career. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Okay, fantastic. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the heart of everything, Libra, is the Eight of Shells, the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from something. There's an ending here that's going to be very significant for you. It can either be a physical ending of something, a walking away from something, because this is my ending that's kind of akin to a divorce. So it can be walking away from an old job, or it's walking away from a mindset, thinking that you were one way, or thinking that you had to be treated a certain way by people, had to put up with a certain thing. And now you're starting to see life in a whole new light. And it's really empowering for you. I see this as the best possible thing. It's kind of like a well-deserved ending right here. And then you have the Seven of Feathers, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, okay. Then we have the Knight of Acorns, the Knight of Wands. The Nine of Feathers, the Nine of Swords. The Three of Crystals, the Three of Swords. The Page of Shells, the Page of Water. Well, the Page of Cups. And then we have the Shaman, the Hierophant. Yeah, there is the King of Acorns. I love that you have the Knight, and the Knight goes into the King if you go this way, and then it's the King and the Knight working together. There's a protection here. The Four of Acorns, the Four of Wands, which that is beautiful right here, and the Tower. There is a huge change that has happened, that is happening, or that has happened within your life here, Libra. There is something that is definitely shaking you to the core. Yeah, that has brought up heartbreaks and pains and disappointments. And when I see the Tower, I don't see it as a bad card at all. I see it as divinity saying it's time to change. It's time to step out of your comfort zone. It's time to spread your wings. And that's really what you're doing. Excuse me. You are spreading your wings. And you are flying towards your goals, towards your desires, towards what you were born to do. And this right here is saying out with the old, in with the new. That is what life is about for you. For your career, for your finances, you are going to be seeing a very big change coming your way. And it is going to be one that has broken your heart in the past. It is going to be bringing up pains that you have been through. And I really see you as, excuse me, saying no more. No more to the pain, the sorrow, the suffering that you have been through. And now it's time to spread your wings and fly. It's not going to be as easy a transition as you would like it to be. It's not going to be kind of like smooth like butter. It is going to be a bit harder, a bit more of a sticky wicket kind of thing, you know? Yeah, it's going to be like honey. It's going to be sweet, but it's going to be messy, sticky. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Libra, November 2019, money and career. Libra, November 2019, money and career. Libra, November 2019, money and career. Nurturing, nurture your inner child, nurture what you desire. And then healing, moving yourself forward. And it can be that you're healing that inner child. There could have been some negativity spoken over you, or, spoken straight to your face when you were little that said, okay, you could only achieve this much. And now you're going to see that you're healing from that pain, from that sorrow, from that place of feeling not good enough. And you're finding your power, your truth. You're finding your voice, and you're standing in your voice. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Libra, November 2019, money and career. Libra, November 2019, money and career. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Okay. Ooh, these two. Clarity and abundance. Clarity is coming in to shine on your abundance, to shine on your prosperity. So we start here with clarity, and this says, clearing your mind brings you closer to your sacred inner wisdom. Stopping all the nonsense, because nonsense is going to be something that kind of plays often throughout your head in November. Fears, doubts, apprehensions, questioning yourself, questioning how you're moving forward, making a decision and then rethinking it, thinking that you've done something wrong, thinking that you'll mess up. That kind of anxiety, it's going to be anxiety, that's the best word for it, is going to be around you in November. The best thing to do is to know that you're heading towards something absolutely fantastic, that you're heading towards comfort and confidence and commitment and just a sense of coming home. You are coming home to the power that you want, to the place that you want to be. And sometimes, it's kind of like planting roses or planting anything. You have to put down the manure, or you have your garden. And my mother always threw out and throws out still monogolite. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's something, it smells horrible, but it keeps the deer away from eating everything. So know here that that's part of your truth. It's kind of like you are creating beauty, but at times it smells horrible. At times you're just looking at it and you're like, is this really beautiful? Is this really where I want to be? Is this how I'm moving forward? So the clarity that is coming is the clarity of soul and self, the clarity of determination, the clarity of knowing what you desire. And the color that shines through here is indigo. That's healing and cleansing your third eye chakra, knowing that you can see more of the future than you believe you can, and knowing that it's not fantasy. Most people sit there and they say, okay, this is just wishful thinking, or I can see it, but it's not coming yet. Remember divine timing. And I know nobody wants to hear divine timing. We want things to happen yesterday. We count the seconds to everything. Our life is based on time. We have time to eat. We have time to wake up. We have time. And everything needs us and calls to us. So here, there is a sense of stepping out of the trap of time and saying, you know what, I'm doing my best. Because you are. You are. And putting more burdens, more, anxiety on yourself by saying it has to be done in a certain time frame. It has to be done just like this. I'm running out of time. For some, yes, you might feel like you're running out of time, or there might be deadlines and there might be, things and bills looming over your head. Step back. Step back just for a minute and give yourself clarity of mind, clarity of peace, to breathe, to connect, and then to move forward. Because in that time of breathing, in that time of connectivity, to what it is that you desire and what you're looking for, you're going to be empowered. You're going to see a truth come forward that you hadn't seen before because you were too in the thick of things. Then we have abundance. And this says, harmonize your thinking with exactly what you desire to attract, and the universe will deliver. Harmonize your thinking. Raise your energy vibration. So much of our world is based off of energy. It's based off of those million little moments that we don't think anybody would see, or that maybe nobody does. Right? But the universe sees. Divinity sees. The stars in the sky see. Whether they see anything or not, they're still there. They're looking over. Okay? They're kind of guarding. So here, there's a fact that stardust flows within your veins, that you are the part of the universe, that the God's head lives within you. Your abundance, right here, with harmonizing your thinking with exactly what you desire to attract, that's coming because you are raising your energy vibration to where you want to be. The million acts that nobody sees, that the universe only observes, those are the million acts that define you. And you're going to find that they lead to your abundance. So this is not talking about cruelty, and this can be. Talking about people's cruelty that they do behind closed doors, that they do in the shadows, that they do, when they think nobody's looking. But it's also the million acts of kindness that people do when they know nobody's looking, when they know nobody cares. Okay? And this is opening up your heart and your soul to what you desire as you're moving forward. This is a million acts of kindness for yourself, but also for the world that you live in and the power that you are embracing. The color that shines through here is red. That's healing and cleansing your root chakra, right? Putting your other chakras all into alignment. Then we have nurturing. This says, keep your inner child nurtured and you will thrive with vitality. Nurture your inner self. Don't forget that inner child. It is going to be so easy, and it is so easy to sit there and say, who I once was does not matter, or I'm running away from who I once was. Now sit there and know that you are running towards your future. But towards your future also involves your shadow. It will always be with you. Nurturing your inner child is embracing your shadow. It's embracing your past. We don't have a future without a past. We can't be built on nothing. We just don't work that way. Remember to love who you once were. You don't have to sit there and like that person. But loving who you were and saying, you know what, it was okay to be small. It was okay to be vulnerable. It was okay to be confused. It was okay to be lost. It was okay to be happy. It was okay to be sad. Opens you up and says it's okay now to feel in that jubilance, in that, just purity of emotion that children feel. And to opening yourself up, it's opening yourself up to greatness again. Because a child has infinite possibilities. And then the world starts defining for them. Their parents, their grandparents, their, teachers, everything starts saying what you can be, what you can't be. No, let yourself fly, because that's what you are doing. That's what you are doing. You are healing so that you can spread your wings. And that's why there's the bird right here, and then it ends with the bird taking flight, with the shaman taking flight. And this says, a healthy body thrives with a constant flow of balanced energy. Balancing your energy, harmonizing your thoughts, moving yourself forward. It brings you power. It brings you truth. You have the 8 of shells right here, the 8 of cups. This says quest and renewal. You're on a quest. You're walking away from something you had thought you loved. You're walking away from something that had seemed like a truth, but now a greater truth calls to you. And as it calls to you, you have the 4 of acorns, the 4 of wands. This is comfort and community, commitment, connecting. This is the minor arcana marriage card. This right here, the shaman, the Hierophant, is the major arcana marriage card. This is not talking about marriage, because we're talking about money and we're talking about career. All right, well, it can be talking about marriage. You could be marrying into money after heartbreak and pain, but don't bet money on that, right? What this is talking about is that you are moving forward, excuse me, towards joy, towards stability, towards security, and you're leaving something behind that no longer defines you the way that it once did. And it will always be a defining factor to you, but it's not the main one anymore. Then you have the 7 of feathers, the 7 of swords. This says preparation and resourcefulness. All right? You're looking at things. The 7 of swords is said to be a sneaky card. I don't really see it as sneaky. I see it as, kind of like the 8 of shells. It's time to leave. It's time to move on. Yes, sometimes it can be running away, okay? But I had a tarot teacher, and he said to me that the 7 of swords is the highest card in the minor arcana. Now, whether you believe that or not, that was his opinion. And he said that it's the wish card in the minor arcana. So you have this crowning you. You have, again, a sense of it's time to move on. It's time to start something new. And now you're being handed a wish. You can feel like you're being sneaky. You can feel like you actually owe people more than you do. Right? But now it's time to move forward. Now it's time to start thinking of you, your future, your desires, because then you have the King of Acorns, the King of Wands. This says optimism and innovation. And that's the energy that's guiding you. This is a fire sign energy in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're moving towards something. Now, it can be that you are moving away from a fire sign energy, or a fire sign energy is helping you move forward. Yeah, because you have a strong connection here with a fire sign energy, okay? But this is also with your passion, with your creativity, with the way that you want to move forward, with what you're seeing of yourself. You feel like a king, all right? And you are a king. You are that actor upon the stage. You are the person that people are looking at, looking towards, and seeing. And what they're seeing is it's time for a change. It's time to move forward. It's time to go after what it is that you desire. And you're doing so with gusto, but at your root, it's like, holy guacamole dip. Am I doing the right thing? Am I moving forward the right way? The 3 of crystals, the 3 of pentacles says collaboration and productivity. Right? So here, you're like, okay, I can work with other people. I can get things together. You feel like the worker bee. But then you have the Tower. And it's everything changing. And that's where the holy guacamole dip comes in. Holy guacamole, am I doing the right thing? Am I heading in the right direction? I said it 3 times. 3 means that you are going to be doubting yourself at least 3 times in November. Are you heading in the right direction? Can you handle this? Everything's changing. The Tower for me represents tremendous change. It's a release. Divinity is saying it's time to move on. And that's what you have right here. You have this sense of it's time to move on. The bee here with its wings, the 8 of shells, the 7 of feathers, it's time to move. It's time to go. Are you ready? Are you ready for the change that's coming, Libra? Because it's going to be easy to say no. I'm not ready for this. And if you're not ready for it, that's totally fine. Do not think you have to push yourself. Do not think, oh my gosh, the cards are saying that I have to change, that it has to be a big change, that there has to be a huge commitment here. And so I'm just going to go. But inside, you want to vomit. Inside, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I can't move forward this way. What the heck am I doing? And you're yelling at yourself every step of the way. If you're not ready for it, start planning the change. You don't have to do it now. November can be the time where you get that itch, where you start to say, I can't be here anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't live like this anymore. Right? And you're starting to change it. Starting to look for other jobs. You're starting to, have a different mindset towards things. You're starting to see the possibilities in the job that you have. You're not thinking small, you're thinking big. Outside of the box too, here, Libra. Do not think that you have to go the same route as everybody else. There's something in the beauty there's a way that you are embracing a beauty and a grace of what you want. And you're not going to be like everybody else. Everybody else thinks you have to do A to get to B to get to C. Right? But you're going to find that you can hopscotch all around and get to where it is that you want to be. Get to Z at the end. Okay, but maybe you don't want to be at the end. You're looking at things anew. You have the Page of Shells right here. This says intuition and inspiration. Listen to your intuition. It is going to be inspiring you. And that's why you need to listen to your inner child and nurture your inner child, because that's where a lot of our inspiration comes from. What we wanted in our youth, the way we looked at things before, our quirky sense of humor, our interesting way of seeing things. Okay, you're going to be inspired by your inner child, but you have to let that inner child heal. And you have to let yourself heal as you're moving forward. There's something that you want. There's some change that you want, and I'm not telling you to tomorrow quit your job, run away, join the circus. If that's what you want to do, so be it. But if you have responsibilities, if you have people who rely on you, right, and you need that paycheck, or else your kids won't eat, or else your bills won't be paid, or else the debt collectors will start calling again. Now it's time to get serious about things, because you are. And it's saying here, you're okay. The Page of Shells, the water sign energy that's around you, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, is saying embrace your heart. Look at what it is that you desire, because you have the 9 of feathers around you, which is perspective and self-empowerment. You're doubting yourself. Up late at night, biting your nails, saying, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get to where I want to be? I've dropped the ball. Things are so far behind. I can't get ahead. And then the anxiety builds. And it builds and it builds and it builds. Stop yourself. Stop it. Stop yourself from getting into a spiral. Because we all do it. We all do. And I'm not picking on you at all. But you are in air sign energy. Libra, you can have a tendency to get into your own head beautifully well. And as another air sign energy, I completely understand. And now you're taking your power. You're looking at things differently. You're seeing the different avenues that you can walk down. This can just be a planning month. But it's a month where you're starting to change things. And the first place that you're starting to change is within yourself. Is within where you want to be. It can also be that a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, is keeping you up at night. You're worried about them. Or you're worried about starting to follow your heart, of letting your passion be your guide. What happens if you fail? What happens if you open up your heart to what you want and you fail at it? There is an Emily Dickinson poem, and it says, "And if I fail, at least I know and if I fail, at least I know the worst is sweet." There we go. Defeat means nothing but defeat. No dearer can prevail. And that's it. Edison said he knew 1,000 different ways not to create a light bulb. He just needed to find the one way too. And that's what you're finding. You're finding your exact configuration to have that light bulb go off, to have the brilliance shine within your life. That leads you towards the Four of Acorns, towards the celebration akin to a wedding, towards happiness, joy, the commitment to yourself, comfort, security, coupled with great change. Change is seldom kind, but often necessary. The truth is seldom kind and often necessary. And you're seeing both. You're moving forward in both. The truth about yourself, the power that you need, the doubts, the fears that you have had. And now you spread your wings like the shaman that you are. Like the connection to the greater power that you have, the bard, the blasphemy stated here, but the Pope. The person who is in control of your life, the King of Kings. This says divine wisdom and spiritual power. You are spreading your wings and you are finding your divine wisdom. You are following your divine wisdom and your spiritual power. You are seeing more truth within your life than ever before. And you're seeing more tenacity of self than you had ever realized. That leads you to the Knight of Acorns. Action and drive. You are driven by action. You are unstoppable. You are a bit wily at times, okay? And you're going to be hard to pin down. People are going to sit there and look at you in November and be like, okay, I don't know what Libra's up to, but I'm going to let them do their thing. Because that's how it feels like. They have to let you do your thing. In order for you to shine, in order for you to fly. You can be helped by a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. There can also be a love-hate relationship with a fire sign energy. This is a person who you think, wow, they've really helped me out, or you feel, there can be two. One could be, this person always has my back, this person's one of the best people I ever knew. And the other one could be like, what the heck? I hate them, I don't like them, they are that, thorn in my side. But you're moving forward. This person is precipitating action. No matter if you love them or they hate them, or you hate them. It is bringing you more comfort and security within your life. And it is taking you from being a knight, a defender of what you want, to being a king. So let's see now. How does Libra walk away from what they no longer want and embrace the prosperity and the success that is to come as they fall into their true self? Okay. We have here the King of Air. That's you. You are represented by the Air in the minor arcana, by the Justice card in the major arcana. At your heart, you're coming through as a king. You are walking away from doubts, fears, insecurities, what you once thought you would love, and you are embracing your kingliness, meaning you are the actor upon the stage. You are the person that people are looking at. You might not like it. It might go against your nature, but you are going to be seen in November. People are going to be taking note of you. Then you have the Five of Air, the Five of Swords. You're facing karmic mishaps, karmic doubts and fears that you have been through before. You are victorious. But know things are going to come up and you're going to be like, why? And not this again. What the heck has happened? Why am I going through this? Why did this person come back into my life? Why is this happening again? I thought I already dealt with it. Right? Seven of Feathers. You're moving forward. But you are going to be facing things that you had already been through, that you had not liked at all, but are necessary for you to move forward in the power of what you desire and where you want to be. Then we have the Hangman, Knight of Acorns, Nine of Feathers. Okay, doubts and fears, moving forward, driven, determined. Hanged Man, you're seeing everything differently. Your perspective on things is different than everybody else's. Okay? As you are moving forward in your truth, as you are claiming your power, as you are claiming this shamanic power, okay, you are going to be seeing everything differently from everybody else. And you might feel like the odd man in the room. You might feel like you just don't know what the heck is going on. That's okay. You don't really. You are not on the same page as other people. You're on your page. You're on your own book. But there's a tenacity to success that you are following. So don't be worried that people don't see things exactly the way that you do. They're not going to. It's because you are writing yourself a different tale, and other people aren't ready for it. Then we have the Page of Fire. This is, again, a fire sign energy, and Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. You're going to be working somehow, some way with fire sign energies, or there is a great connection to your work. You're changing careers, you're looking at things differently, you are endowed with passion, you are endowed with tenacity of spirit, and there is a sense here of you being a student of what you desire and where you want to be, and that leads to the Chariot. Now this is a Cancer energy, a time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. You're charging forward. You are embracing both the dark and the light of life, and all the grays in between. You are finding your balance, and you are claiming balance as your truth, but you are also reining in your emotions and going after what it is that you desire with nothing and no one stopping you. Your subconscious message, the Ace of Air. This is the Ace of Swords. You are definitely taking this gift because at your heart is the King of Air, and you are flying free. This is all about movement and change and desire and what you want, you're fighting for. No longer being held back and no longer letting yourself be dictated by other people. You are claiming what you want. And again, it will not happen all at once. November is not going to be like this manna falling from heaven month, but it is going to be a month of tremendous power coming your way and you being able to utilize it to the highest of your ability and the greatness of your soul. The subconscious message for this reading is the Six of Shells, the Six of Cups. This says sentiment and joy. You're going to be remembering the past. The past is going to have a tremendous power over you in November. So just be mindful of this. Be mindful of wounds from the past coming up. This is, again, why you need to heal and nurture your inner child. Because it's going to be very easy for people when they find the buttons to press that have to do with your childhood, that have to do with your past, to try and manipulate situations to get what it is that they want. Subconsciously, you are moving forward towards a joy that you desire and towards the place that you want to be. But your past is going to have a huge influence on your present. All right, Libra, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, and may harmony always be with you. Bye.